Made it to Platinum 2v2s today. Nice. Ban it. Dude, all the Warzone sweats are on the Battlefield Battle Royale, dude. It's insane. Insane. I gotta give it some time before I play it again. I enjoy it. I really like it, but it's just fucking... It's super sweatfest. Nobody, like... Everybody pushes you instantly. Nobody falls back. Nobody tries to run away. It's just... Fucking... Go and get the guy. Quick. When we played our first game with Kep and Tenacity and Vince, it was actually enjoyable, and then it just got super sweaty after that. Like, got so boring because it's just... And I don't understand it. People are fucking everywhere. Like, you get no time to breathe in that Battle Royale. There's always someone around you. It's insane. I'm gonna go get this mid boost because I know he wants it. Yeah. I was gonna take this boost. I can't do much here. How much you charge for someone to play Battlefield 6 with you? I mean, I was running with people last night. We just don't do comms or anything like that. What's up, Kenneth? How you doing, man? That was really awkward for me. Excuse you. You should have died, sir. You know, fuck off. Oh, don't just bang it away. I've got no boosts. Oh, fuck. Alright, that's probably fine. Demo? No bump? Okay. I'm going back then. What's up, lads? How you doing, man? Good beat. Nice. In your net. Yo, homie, I'm in a game. Let me finish it up and I'll hop in.
Okay, yeah, no worries, no worries.
How much money to play 2 so we lose? It's 25. Or 5 gifted. That was a good pop from him.
Get fucked.
Oh, I can't go for that. Not worth going for. He's lost this, though. That's in his net. Hit a flip reset this game for me. I will try. How about choose until you win? Very funny. Seal, if you're in my TikTok chat or any of my chat, then you'll understand that GC2 has some decent teammates. He used all his boost. No, he's still got some boost left. That's fine. He's gonna have to get it away. That's perfect.
Get fucked.
I can finally type after 4 years. What happened? Why weren't you able to type? Yo, what's up, homie? All right, I'm all done with my game.
How'd it go? You win?
Yes, I did.
Alright, there we go. Now we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere.
I remember okay, so the last time, I keep calling position. I think a better suited word for it would be like, I would say maybe role. But I'd say last time, I think the biggest problem I think we both noticed was like you would go into the play too quickly as second man, right?
Right.
Let me find the replay. So I think like how have you been able to like kind of like focus on like kind of going to play a little bit like more smoothly through like driving slower and like not going like supersonic as much? Or
I think that's been the biggest thing I've been focusing on, is not diving in when I don't need to and just kind of being in a good position and not supersonic but not too slow.
Yeah. Okay. And how's that been going? Like,
I feel like it's been going really well. I mean, I'm in 16. I'm like 1630 right now, so it's that right there. I feel like has allowed me to be in a much better position. I think out of all the stuff that we've talked about, that's helped the most.
really? Okay, nice. Okay, that's
Yeah,
sick.
exactly.
And yeah, I think like like that's why I really wanted to do that like after rotations, because with rotations it ties into it really well.
Right.
Because obviously with like, for example, if you're always rotating wide, that's gonna limit the like the speed that you get from first to second man, right? So
Right.
nice to know that. That's honestly really good to hear.
Just so you guys know, we're doing a replay review with Kinsey. He's going over my replays. I think the last I've been hovering between like low GC1 and GC2, but I've been hovering around 1500 for the past week, and then now I feel like I'm comfortably in 1600 right now.
Nice, dude. Okay, nice. There we go. Let's get 1700.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Okay, yeah. So I think the focus will be, so hopefully I can see you get like, because as you climb up, right, you're gonna have to face better opponents and they're gonna pressure you more and everything. So hopefully I can see you a little bit more on defense and then maybe cover that, because I feel like a lot of what we've been covering is like how to play the offensive corners, a little bit defensive corners, but mainly it's been like midfield and like more offense. So I think maybe if I can help you like kind of understand like where to position as a second man defense, where to, because that worked out really well,
right?
And kind of like how to challenge too, because I think we can speak on like challenges a little bit more too now.
Yeah.
Because that ties into positioning. I think that will help out a lot. So so okay, even here, right, so there's a big problem here, and against higher level players you will always get punished for this. And that's simply that like in defense, we touched on it a little bit last time, but in defense, you always want to make sure that you have one thing covered, and that's always backroll. If you don't have backroll covered, usually it will leave you in a really terrible spot, right? So like even here, like as soon as I see you turn in, it kind of gives me like a red sign, just because if you look at it from your teammate's perspective, he can't go backroll as nearly as quickly as you could, right?
Right.
Let's say for example, it's like a better player, right? And he like goes for like an air dribble or something. No one would be able to cover high because you're also playing ground here.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You see that too? So like a really easy, like a guideline that I told a lot of GCs that works really well is like if you see in defense, right? Anytime you don't have possession and you're in defense. So in this case, you're in defense, right? You don't have possession. If you see your teammate in front of you, usually you want to make sure, like, you want to allow them to go first, meaning they force for you, and then you
Uh-huh.
play their force.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
So in this case, like, you want to let your teammate challenge first. And it's going back to the point where we talked about where, like, if you're near post, you usually want to go back wall, right?
Right, right,
So
right.
in this case, you are the closest one to near post. You see your teammate in front of you, so you go back wall, and you don't have possession, right?
Right.
So a really simple, easy way to remember that would just be like, if you like, I think, like, yeah, I would say if
If I
you
can
see
see
your
the
teammate in
teammate
front
in
of you,
front of me and
yeah,
I'm on defense, I need to go back wall. Gotcha.
right, right. So like, if you see an orange nameplate in front of you, you just go back wall, and you play their force. You let
Right.
them go first.
Okay.
And then your teammate should have like cut in a little bit sooner, because like once you see, so let's say you're in your teammate's position here. By the way, we'll cover both ways. Let's say you're in your teammate's position, right? You want to look at, oh, why did it do that? You want to look at your teammate, right?
Right.
You want to assume that they'll go back all, because like how your car is positioned, right? You see how your nose is pointing backwards like that. If you
Uh-huh.
see your teammate like that, you want to assume that they will go back all, and then you cover everything low and pass, right?
Right, right.
So if you cover everything low, and then that means as this player, you want to cut in. You
So
don't
he
want to
should
go
have
for the
grabbed
corner
pads
boost
and
here.
cut in, yeah, instead of waiting
Yeah,
corner
yeah,
boost. Yeah,
exactly. Like, he
exactly.
should have. It's going back to like playing around the shape. If you remember what we talked about, right? Like
Uh-huh.
around the shape. How you want to do this is like you go here, here, right, and then depending on how aggressive you want to play, you could go to this
Yeah,
path
he would
and
have
then
been in a
go in,
really
or
good
you can
position
have
if he cut
right
in,
here.
but instead he went wide and went for
Yeah,
boost. Yeah.
and then imagine if you're high, right? There's no options this guy has available. One guy high, this guy low. There's nothing he can really do.
Right.
You know. So yeah, just to quickly summarize that to simplify it, like in defense, when you don't have possession, and you see your team in front of you, you go back all. If you don't see a teammate in front of you, you force, you cover low and pass.
Right.
Easy, is that easy to remember, or?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get exactly what you're
Okay,
saying.
okay, okay. Because like, look, he goes back all. Now it's super awkward. If this guy's was a little bit quicker, you guys probably should have got scored on,
Right.
right? But yeah, that'll smooth it. Like, that'll make it a lot easier there. Nice. Now your low boost, you don't want to stick around here for too long, right?
Right.
Now you probably want to, like, as soon as you're done making this play, you want to just flip out and leave. Okay, surprisingly it works, because I think they miss. What happened?
Yeah, I think I stayed because it was awkward. I knew that guy was low because I took his boost, so I was like, you know what, maybe he misses
Yeah.
this and I can have an easy toucher. And yeah, it just
Yeah,
kind of worked out. I didn't see a huge
but
threat here, because we were talking about threats.
yeah,
I didn't see him be able to clear that ball very far because he was obviously just jacked up. So
I got you. Yeah. But you see how, like, okay, so like, opponents aside, right? You
yeah,
see how it's kind of the same thing as like you turning back to the corners, right? Because if we go to your teammate's point of view, like, it would likely be really awkward for him, just because like you're there as well, right?
right,
And
yeah,
anything that you're covering, your teammate will be able to cover as well.
I see
You know what
that
I mean?
now. Yeah, exactly.
So that's why, like, so the two biggest like indicators you want to, like, I would say the biggest indicator here you want to play off of is like your boost, right? As soon as you
Yeah,
fall below 30, you don't want to stick around for too long, because you're gonna have a slow recovery. You're not gonna be able to have much impact. So as soon as you fall below, like, right here, you just want to go
grab that
back.
and just
If you
flip
grab
out.
out here, you
Yeah,
go back. Yeah.
or maybe go for a bump real quick or something like that. Yeah,
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That'll make it a lot easier. Because yeah, this whole time it's just super awkward for your teammate.
yeah, I see
So just
exactly what you're
switch.
saying.
So just be a little bit careful there. Alright. Yeah, always have to be a little bit careful, like, committing here. I'm sure you know this, but
Right.
yeah, probably shouldn't have like committed too hard there.
Yeah, I'm seeing it all now right now. Exactly what I shouldn't have been doing.
It's fine. Nice. So okay, so this is how I wanted you to think of it, like, next time blue screen. Is like, when you're going into defense here, right? Like, you don't have possession, so like, you guys don't have possession. Right now you see your team in front of you. So this whole time you should be thinking of going high or going back or playing
Right.
behind him,
Uh
pretty
huh.
much. Right? So even here, dude, if you go back it's not too bad of an option here.
Okay.
Or get ready to go back all.
Right.
But that's how you want to view defense, is that if no one's covering back all, you get ready to cover back all.
So I probably should have went near
Just going
post
in.
and just get ready to go back all just in case.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because like you can see your team in front of you, and you're technically kind of like the closest to near post. So
Right.
go
Right.
back all.
Oh, this was a big whiff. Oh no, I didn't whiff it. I think I just I remember this
It's
part.
just a little bit awkward, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
super awkward.
So I think you played this really good. I think the only problem is you're a little bit too wide. So like, if you remember, like as Simon, you want to just follow these paths, right? So you
Uh-huh.
go here. If you want to play more middle, you position your car like that, right?
Uh-huh.
So as you're going up, you position your car like this, so you could just drive forward,
Right.
right? If you want to play the lost, you go this way. But the main area your car should be positioned is kind of the same side as your as your teammate. So
Right.
excuse me. So as you go in, you go here, and then if you want to play mid, you point your nose this way,
Right. Okay.
right? And then if you're here, right, for example, let's say this is awkward. All you have to do is like do like a little turn right like this, and then you'll have vision of your opponents the entire time. Like you'll never lose vision of them,
Uh-huh.
because you'll be on the same side. You'll be following paths, so you'll also have good boost pathing. Um, and then you'll be like instead of being there, you'll probably be here, and then you'll come at it more from an angle rather than like from like straight under,
Right. Right.
going like that. The only reason it's awkward is just because you're just a little bit too wide.
Right.
Now your low boost, you have to like here. Obviously, you're kind of forced to stay.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like oh
Oh,
shit.
forgot the teammate on goal, yeah. Oh, he got bumped. Okay. Oh well. Yeah. It was inevitable.
Yeah, but this is more of like a position thing, I would say. Like here, if you just position a little bit more behind your teammate, right? Get
Yeah.
the things that we talked about, like not going supersonic quickly, like this would be good.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I think your teammate could have saved that. Just kind of panic.
Yeah, he probably could have went, hit it against the back wall or something like that, made a different play, but it's still a big deal.
So this is good, right? So this is good. So I'm gonna tell you like how to play from your teammate's point of view too, because I think the main thing I really want you to understand is like how to play defense, right? So
Right.
like okay, in this case, like if you are in your teammate's position, again, like it's the same two things, right? You don't have possession here, like technically you don't have possession, um, and you see your teammate in front of you,
Mm-hmm.
right? You see your teammate, and as soon as like you see those two things, you want to go back over here. So if you are your teammate here, you go here, and then you go back to cover this. Even for example, if this was on net, this is probably going to be a goal too. If this guy like ended up shooting it,
Mm-hmm.
it's because he rotated wide. But the main thing I want you to think of is like, does that right? If you don't have possession, and you see your team in front, you want to go like, you want to cover back wall.
Right.
So if you're in your teammate's position, I would have wanted you to go a lot more narrow and then go back all like
Right.
that. Nice. Just be a little bit careful. I do think you're slightly overcommitting because the way you can tell is just because um a lot of times I think like the ball is like you kind of go behind the ball like after the
Uh-huh.
play. So like here, you
Right.
committed and like now you're behind the play, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to play like that's why like sometimes like even if you watch like pros at all, like you'll see them sometimes just bang the ball, or they'll make plays that are so easy to save, but their whole goal is to not allow this to happen, which is them going all in and like overcommitting a little bit.
Right.
So just be a little bit mindful of that. Like just make sure that like next time when you're in the corners or next time you have the ball, just make sure that you're not going so like all in that you can't recover quickly from it.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
So just be a little bit careful there. Because like here, your teammate could have got scored on, and I'm sure if you remember, there was like another 1v1 or 1v2 where your teammate could have
Mm-hmm.
easily got scored on too.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to avoid. We want to put you in situations where, you're back and ready to play with your teammate,
Right.
and you're not getting scored on from your teammate making defensive mistakes. So here you want to force, right? So that means as long as you cover everything low, you're good, right?
Mm-hmm.
As long as you do that, you're good. So even if this goes past you, like this is perfect. Right? If you are your teammate here, right, and you see your teammate like in front of you, right, you want to get ready to cover high,
Right.
right? So that could mean going back all, or you're just getting prepared to jump and cover all the high options. So
Yeah.
meaning a flick or like maybe like an air dribble somehow.
God, his fucking camera settings are awful. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right.
I just noticed that.
But okay, so you see here, so this is like pretty much like another 2v1,
Yeah.
right? Here it goes past you, and then now your team is alone in defense. So be really, really mindful of like how much you commit,
Right.
Like make sure that you're not going all in. On your play. So like honestly, like think of it this way: like as soon as you go for the ball, like don't like look to chase it too much. I
Don't
think
rush right
that's maybe
in.
what's gonna
Okay,
throw you
yeah.
off a little bit. Is like right when you make a play, I think you're too quick to make the decision to chase it. It's not bad to chase it sometimes, right?
Right.
Like here, if you were a little bit closer, maybe you can get a 50 and everything.
Uh-huh.
But I'd say try to have a little bit more intentional, like how you follow the ball after your initial challenge or your
Right.
initial play or whatever. So you can recover, right?
That makes sense.
So okay, so here you see your teammate backle. Okay, your teammate should not have jumped off a backle here. But again, right? So in this case, like if you were a little bit closer, you want to go backle here, right? You want to
Uh-huh.
go your backball, and you just want to let this guy force. Um, if you were like maybe like let's say, for example, let's say like you were right here, right? Instead of like you taking a wide rotation, you just go
Right.
here, then you go backle here.
Yeah.
Um, as soon as you see him backball, you should be covering low. He should not have jumped off a backball, but he jumped off early, so that's good.
Right.
He jumped off early, but that's how you should view it. That's
Uh-huh.
how you should view defense. Is like you cover the opposite of what your team is covering. Your team is
Right.
backball, you cover low. If your team is covering low, you cover backball.
Right. That was just a really good shot right there.
Right. You kind of hesitate a little bit, like
Yeah.
let's go back. This is obviously a little bit tough. Um, but I think this little turn here messed you up. If you just like, and even here, right? Like even if here, if you go back all, you probably would have made the right decision, right? Like,
Right.
you don't have possession, your team is in front of you, so you go back all, and then you probably like not make this little like weird or this like little awkwardish turn. That way you go back on and you kind of save it. You see what
Right.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you didn't do this,
Yeah, I
this little
turned to
thing
the
here,
right and
you
then
were
back.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I see exactly
You're
what you're
good.
talking about there.
Try. Nice. Okay, so I think so okay, here so I think something that could also help is one I think you do obviously like kind of follow the play a little bit too much. Uh I think something else is like to help you is like just make sure you have at least like 5-10 boosts left over, right? Like at the end of your plays. So
Right.
like here this was good, right? The reason why this was good is because you had at least 10 boosts left over and then you were instantly able to recover, you
Right.
know? Like you never
Exactly.
stopped your momentum, you instantly able to recover. Now your teammate not it was like in a 2v1, but it was for such like little time, you
Right.
know? So just make sure that like you're not having to stop too much, right? Like you're not having to stop too much, you're not having to make turns. You have some boost left over and you can keep your momentum through.
Right.
It's all about momentum. If you can keep your momentum through, like, that's the most important thing with your plays. But the main idea I think is because that's specifically for plays, but I think I'm seeing you kind of be aggressive with challenges too. So I think like a simpler way for you to kind of just improve on like on both of those aspects is just by like not trying to force too much. I think you might be trying to force too much
When I don't need to.
when like in offense. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Because like this is like another 1v1 technically, right?
Yeah.
So
Technically,
like
yeah.
in the span of I would say like a minute, pretty much, I think your team has been like 3 or 4 1v1s and 2v1s, right? You like honestly like when if you watch program play in solo queue, they make it to where their teammates in like max 2 1v1s or 2v1s, and that's against like other like pros and like other people that are
Right.
really good on the ball and everything, right?
Yeah.
So you really want to limit that. So here again, right? So I would say this is like another case of you kind of just going all in again, right? So how I would play this next time is like, okay, you're low boost, right? You're low boost. Like honestly, you could just fake this and like not like
Yeah.
make sure that you don't flip too hard into it, right?
Right. No, I remember thinking I wish I would have played it differently when I did that. Because exactly for that reason. Because
Yeah,
he pre-jumped. If I would have faked it, I wouldn't have had that bang off the car headed back towards our net, you know?
yeah. Like the dude, like that's why like really good ones players are so good at their first man is because if they like usually overcommit, like they learn like when to over or like how to not overcommit and like how to kind of play each play because in 1v1s if you overcommit you instantly get punished for it,
Right.
right? So that's why like ones players are really good at this, and I think a really good like way to kind of just remember is just make sure that like you're not fully diving into plays as a first man. Like dude, even if you put on like simple shots, right? Like even if you just put on like a simple air dribble or like you 50 in front of goal, like that's honestly good enough, you
Right.
know. So like here right now, like what I would want you to think of boost screen is like okay, I'm zero boost. like I don't want to chase this for too long, right?
Right.
Like you should have that thought like right here. As soon as you fall below 30, like just leave this, right? Don't keep chasing it, just leave
Yeah.
it and then go back now,
Right.
you know? Because it's honestly better for you to leave this because you score here, so it's kind of a bad example, but
Right.
it's honestly better for you to just like be slightly out of position or not have too much like pressure going, um, and be back with 100 than you being in this scenario where there's a risk of overcommitment. There's you not having too much impact,
Right.
um, and you being low boost, right?
Yeah.
It's okay to be out of position or be out of the play momentarily for higher amounts of boost than it is to be in position with low amounts of boost.
Right.
You know,
What's funny is I think I was
um,
trying to turn out and go mid there, and I couldn't because I was getting blocked. But it's still all worked out.
oh, I see. Oh, okay, okay, okay. That was good then. That was good. But I think coming to that like decision a little bit sooner, like here,
Yeah.
would be
Don't
perfect.
use the rest of my
You know?
boost. Save myself 5-10, at least something
Yeah,
to use to get out of there, and then load back up again. Got it.
yeah. So we depending on how you're feeling, right? We can focus on one thing, or we can focus on two. I would say, um,
Benji, thanks for the
two
boost. I
things.
appreciate it,
Two
dude.
things are one in offense is I think you're overcommitting a little bit too much, and then I think the other thing in defense is just making sure that like you know how to play like the first man and second man in defense, right?
Right.
Because that'll clean up a lot. So depending on like how you're feeling, maybe just focus on one, or maybe just focus on two,
Yeah.
whichever is easier. Nice, that was good. Nice, good 15. Now again, like your low boost, you don't want to like commit to this too hard now, right? Nice, there you go, good shot. So the reason why this is good, by the way, is because you still have like you landed on that pad and then you have at least 20. Now
Right.
imagine, right? Imagine, and again this is a bad example because you scored, but imagine this guy makes a save here,
Uh-huh.
and he hits it off the wall, and you ended up using your all your boost, kind of like the previous few times we saw, right?
Yeah.
Then you're probably overcommit by being in this goal and everything.
Yeah.
Um, so as long like my main goal is to make sure that like you at least have the thought of retrieving when you're low boost, so that way really limit the amount of times your teammates in 1v1s and 2v1s.
Yeah. Exactly.
So nice. See, like this is perfect, right? This was really good. Like some people were like, "Oh, well, you want to be in position and you want to turn in," but the problem with that is like this entire time you're gonna be low boost, so
Uh-huh.
you're not gonna have much impact, right? You're
Yeah.
not gonna have much impact. So yeah, I'm actually really glad that you went back. That's why like a lot of pros start like flipping around as soon as they get low boost because they understand their simple rule that they want to maximize their impactfulness rather than being in good position and maybe getting one or two touches max.
Right.
So just good. Nice, good positioning. Watch the demo, by the way. Nice. I was talking like you're in live game, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's not, like anytime you don't see your opponents like two cars, you always have to be careful with
Right.
those. So your positioning was good, right? So we'll go back to the nose thing that we were talking about. So it's all on your read on the play, right? So for example, you see how you kind of go out of the little like we'll go back. So this is good, right? You follow it, and then you kind of go out a little bit, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, how you should have like if you think it's gonna go mid, then you point your nose this way. If you think it's gonna play into that corner like this, you point it like this way. So then you would go like that. You would never have to stop. You'd keep your momentum going like this, and then you would have like a free shot like that.
Right. Yeah, I could have played
You know?
that much wider and been in much better
Yeah.
position.
The like your position could have been a little bit better. But the main problem here is
The
just like
coach
your
is
nose pointing
Kinsey
the
from
opposite
RL
direction.
Labs.
If you were here and your nose pointed this direction, you would have easily had that shot.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly.
So just remember, like you want to rotate the same side, um, and it's more so where your nose points rather than like your exact car position.
Right.
But this is good, right? So why this was really good because look at how quickly you recover, right? You make a play, you have so much boost, now you instantly recover, and now you're
Uh-huh.
back.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
That's perfect. Nice. You guys had to end up actually scoring. So good stuff. Okay, you see how you dive for that? Like,
Uh-huh.
I would want you to be really, really careful diving for that. Like, next time, as soon as this goes over you, like, instead, like, if you want to go for bump, maybe you just like drive into him.
Right.
Maybe you just drive into him. If you don't get the bump, you instantly rotate back.
Yeah, you don't have
Because
to worry
now the
about
problem
the
here,
recovery from the flip, yeah.
exactly right. Because now the problem is like, you see how your teammate's in another 2v1. Technically,
Yeah.
that's what you want to avoid. Like, is like your teammate being in spots like this. Because if you have a bad teammate, Like they'll usually like you probably could have got scored on like 5 times, I would say.
Right.
You
No,
know,
definitely.
because you're the like leaving your teammate back in these type of situations. Just be a little bit careful of that. This is good, right? This is really good. Like I like how you just drive in. Imagine you dove for this again, right? Then it would be really bad. Like
Right.
if you got B and you dove for this, then it would have been really bad. Now your teammates, once you see backwall, you jump up for this, right? So you see, okay, if Have half baked, if he like played this correctly, he probably could have maybe scored. Let me see. Actually, he like rotated super wide, but if there was a potential shot on net, right?
Yeah, I think I was
You
waiting for the
probably would have.
second touch here before I jumped because I didn't want to commit to it too soon. So as soon as I saw he kind of like hit it right down in my car, I wasn't too worried about it.
Okay, okay, that's good then. Yeah. If you're playing this touch, then that's good. But the whole time here, you should be thinking of covering everything low, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
here, like, as soon as you see your teammate back wall, okay, you cover the opposite of that, which is low, and maybe even pass. But I would want you to be a little bit closer to this. That's
Okay.
the main thing, because you don't have to cover every option. As long as you cover everything low, you're good.
Right.
So I would want you to stay a little bit closer, and then you can even jump up for this because as long as you force this guy to do something and you cover the space, you're good.
Right.
And if it goes high, your teammate should have it. But here again, so you see how okay, you commit to this play again, right?
Right.
So like your teammate is again like kind of like in this awkward position where like it doesn't seem that awkward, right? Like it's like a simple like play or whatever. But in solo queue, you really want to avoid this because like this is a really easy play. Like you can control this. You can play into the corners. You have space and time.
Uh-huh.
But like look at how like awkward he makes it from here, right? Like
Right.
you see how like different, and you guys end up actually almost getting or you guys do get scored on here.
Yeah.
Um, but that just because you see
It's
why
because I
like
got beat. Yeah,
why it's a little bit
all started
yeah
when I got beat. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So be a little bit careful how much you commit to each play. This is good, nice. That's a little
It's
bit
just
unlucky.
unfortunate. I tried to roll it up and he just 50'd it back out. It's no big deal. This is an accident.
Yeah, it's fine. But the biggest problem here is like in defense, like I said, you need two things: one guy back row, one guy on ground. Um, if you don't have like here, the biggest problem was you guys both went back row, and then you guys both went down. If one of you guys stayed back row, you guys were good,
Right.
right? If he stayed back row, you guys had this easy save. If you stayed back row, you had this easy save.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, the only time you'll probably get scored on is if one person's not covering the one area like effectively.
Yeah.
If you cover both, you'll be good. It's really that like simple. We should have nice. Nice. Watch the demo again. Ooh. Nice. Good recovery. It's good. Nice. Good stuff. Like this was perfect. This stuff blue screen. Like, I like how you just go through, then you go back into position, like rotate through mid. Perfect.
Right.
Nice. Nice. Now you're playing with your teammate really well. That was good. Now, okay, you don't have possession now. You should be thinking of backle here, by the way.
Right.
Right. Because imagine this, right? Like, because obviously in game you can't see how much boost this guy has.
Right.
But imagine like this guy like makes a good play here, and he gets like a softer touch, and he goes off the ceiling, right? You see
Uh-huh.
how awkward that would be for you guys? Like if he hits you on
Yeah.
back row here, like super awkward. So that's why you always want to have that covered.
Yeah, and I need to start thinking of that because as I get higher rank, people are going to be
Yeah,
much
for
better in the
sure.
air. Like they're just starting to be playing in the air, which I'm playing in the air more too. So it only makes sense that as I get, closer to 1700, people are going to be up in the air a lot more. So I got to just remember, just go
Yeah,
backboard.
yeah, exactly. And there's no like there's nothing you lose out on too, by the way. Like
Right.
if you go back with there's really not much you lose out on.
Yeah.
Like you're actually in the right position. You can still cover a lot of what you could have covered before. You can actually cover more.
Right.
But yeah, it's just understanding how to play each role. Like I think that'll like make it a lot easier in defense, and then that'll help the transitioning from defense to offense too. So here, okay, once you see your teammate go back low, you challenges, right? You cover low,
Yeah.
and then take a free save. But okay, here like you ideally want to turn off block cam a little bit sooner, You see him go back wall? Okay, and then you dive in for this. And then
Right.
you
Yeah, I
dive
had
in
the
for
boost. I
this.
should have went for that. I actually remember that, and I remember you. I was in my head. I was like, he's gonna call me out on this replay because I didn't go for it.
Yeah.
It was such an easy
But just
shutdown.
understand. Yeah, no, it just understand. Like honestly, your teammate messed up tier two, right? If you're your teammate, you never. If you go back wall, by the way, you never want to leave back wall.
Right. I've
Like
been
until
doing
you
that. I've been
gain
doing that too.
position.
I've been staying on the back wall until I absolutely cannot anymore, and it's helped out a lot in
Nice.
defense instead of just jumping off
There we
because
go.
you get those awkward
Yeah.
50s, and then sometimes the ball just goes straight down, and then you've used all your boost, and now your teammates in a 2v1 again. So
Yeah. Like imagine your teammate just stayed here back wall. Like this was not a good play, by the way, right? Like it was
yeah,
like a two-touch air dribble, right?
right,
If your teammate just stays back wall here, like super easy save.
yeah,
And same thing. If you cut this off early and you challenge, like you guys have a free save. The only reason you guys got scored on from like this two-touch air dribble was just because, like none of you guys challenged early enough, and then I think your teammate probably panicked because, like he wanted to cut the space off early. I'm not sure,
yeah,
but he still should have stayed back goal. And then again, it's just the idea of like this is what I want you to think of next time booster is like, okay, here like I don't have possession. I don't see a teammate in front of me. That means I cover low and pass.
right,
So you go here. If you are in your teammate's position, you don't have possession here. You see your team in front of you. You go back wall,
right,
and then you stay back one. And yeah, there's nothing this guy can really do then.
right, exactly.
Save. Nice, good stuff. See, that was really good. Now, you could have played this a little bit aggressively, but I don't blame you too much, just because you're low boost.
Right, yeah,
Now, you could probably like if you were like here, you could probably just go in like that, but
yeah.
that's obviously risky.
That was
A
a
little bit too aggressive.
yeah, way
I think
aggressive.
you wanted to cut the space, and like
Right,
it was so uncomfortable that you wanted to force something.
yeah,
Yeah, dude, you were chilling forever. Like it feels like you're out of like position and everything, but you're really not. Like you're good. Nice. Now here you probably don't want to die for this. Nice, there you go. Don't want to leave. Oh, I
oops.
think you kind of has, dude. I saw like the
Yeah, you saw the vision.
I saw the vision. Yeah, yeah.
I just
Air
missed my
dribble
catch
pop.
on it.
If you
Yep.
did, dude, if you did, you probably score
No,
here.
that's
Like,
what I had in
oh,
my head. Is
good
they were
try.
both low boost, and I just missed it.
Yeah, good try. Happens. Nice. If you want to, like, okay, if you do want to speed up, by the way, like, I know some people, like, some players that I worked with have, like, this uncomfortable feeling. They're like, dude, like, I really can't, like, I feel like I'm constantly out of position and everything. You can wave dash. Like, wave dashing is way better than flipping out, say,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
in
Okay.
cases like this where you want to close space. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
So if you
sense.
feel like you're slightly out of position, you can wave dash here.
Right.
Like, if you want to close in a
Takes
little
half the
bit.
time, exactly.
Yeah. I want to at some point, I want you to be able to like get to the point where like you never even have to stop. You do like a full circle like this, and then you go in like that.
Uh-huh.
That'll be a lot smoother because if you're going in from this angle, and then you'll never have to make like this like wide like 180 type of turn.
Right.
Like what you did isn't bad, by the way. It just there's like a better
If I
alternative,
would
which
have
is you
turned,
never even have
I
to
wouldn't
stop.
wouldn't have lost my
Yeah,
momentum, saved more boost. Yeah, I
yeah.
get what you're saying.
So you go like this, and then you'd be a little bit further back because you never stopped, and then you go like that. Right. Go right on. Yeah, just be a little bit careful with that. Like here, you just want to drive through, right?
Right.
So here, even if it goes past you, that's completely fine, right?
Right.
Just drive
Just
through
drive
it.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, you go like this, and then if he's oh my gosh, he almost scored. But if he somehow gets in middle, you can cover that because you'll be going like that. You'll be like here, and then you can still
Yeah.
cover that at a
Could have shut
better
it
angle.
down exactly.
Now here, okay. Now here in this case, even here, dude, you should be thinking of going back wall because it's the same thing. Like, because the problem here is like if you don't know where your opponent's at. So if you like if for example this guy's like right here, like unless you were like intentional with this, right? If he was a little bit closer, then you want to think of going back all here, by the way. But if you saw that your team had this space and stuff, you play this good. I'm not sure like what you were thinking at the case, but
yeah,
a lot of
I did the
people,
ball cam, car cam real quick. I saw where he was at, and so
oh, nice.
yeah, I was able to see where
Okay,
where this guy was at. So I didn't think. I just kind of gave myself a little more room just in case he got 50'd.
oh, okay,
So you
nice.
see me here. I do that quick car cam. I can see he's in front of me,
Yeah.
so I got my teammates got a lot of room to work, so I can stay where I'm at.
Damn, good shit, Blue Sky.
Yeah.
You're better than I thought. No, it's not serious. But yeah, no, okay, no, that's good then. Because a lot of people do, they don't even think of this, right? They don't even think of like, okay, like I
Right.
gotta look at my opponent and then go. But
Yeah.
yeah, if your opponent's a little bit closer, you should be thinking of going back. Or if he's like a little bit further back, then you play this correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, here for example, if you want to close the space, you can wave dash here. By the way,
Right.
like if you want it, like instead of flipping, a wave dash here is really good. Now your low boost, like it's not worth going for this, right? Because if you go for this, it's gonna maybe be like it's gonna be easy save,
Right.
most likely, and then actually, dude, it would have been a bad.
It was a good pass, and he just whiffed it. So
okay, this was like okay. Well, let's go to this guy's point of view. So the only reason that's a kind of a concern for me is because, and I'm sure you could agree. If you don't, like, you can let me know. But like this guy's covering back wall, and then this guy at a high level will probably cover this a lot better too, right?
Right.
He'll be like a little bit closer here, and then if he were to shut this off, you would be in the air for like forever, and then you would have a slow recovery again, and then like the ball would be there, and then your teammate would be another 1v1 or 2v1.
Right.
I mean? So,
no, totally agree.
so that's why like as soon as you fall below 0, dude, like honestly, like if you want to stay like close to the play, you can, as long as you don't jump.
Just
like,
don't
as
bang
long
it
as
away.
you don't,
Yeah,
you don't fully
exactly.
commit to it. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And like this is one of those plays where, dude, you can even leave this, right? Like even leaving here would be better because you want to, make sure that you're not in front of your teammate for too long.
Right.
That's all it really is. Like, you never want to be in front of your teammate for super long. Nice, good turn. Nice. See, this is good, right? The reason why it's good is because you have boost left over, and now you can instantly recover. Like that was good. Whereas like in the past few times, I think you ended up going fully all in.
Yeah.
Where like you've had a slow recovery behind. Nice. A little bit too aggressive. Good try. Yeah, so I think I'm seeing it a little bit in the later half. I think you did become a little bit too divey.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So
Yeah,
just be a little bit mindful of that.
that overtime anxiousness.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, this was a really good decision, by the way. So like, just more consistency on this, dude. Like, okay, here your teammate doesn't go back wall, you go back wall, right?
Right.
So this is good stuff. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was sketchy.
It made it really awkward though, dude. Oh my god. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, now like again, this whole time you should be thinking of recovering, right?
Right.
As soon as you go in for this, make sure you can recover.
Fucking poke it off the
So,
wall.
like,
I remember that. I was so mad. I had such a good recovery plan, and my car goes doink off the wall.
Oh god.
It's all right though.
So we have to be really careful there, yeah. Because like, okay, the reason why like, obviously that's a little bit unlucky. I'm not gonna lie. Like just but the reason why that's important is because like even though your teammate plays this wall, instead of you facing towards the ball, you're kind of facing away from it, right? So if you recover a little bit sooner, that would give you more room to do this exact same movement, and then you would be turning to the play a little bit sooner,
Right.
like that, and then you'll be able to apply pressure. So that's why those little few seconds really add up a lot of time. Okay, so same thing that we kind of talked about last time, right? So here, you don't have possession. You see your team in front of you. You want to think of going back.
Go back
so
wall. Yeah, exactly. Be ready for it.
You don't want to go back wall far post. So you want to go near post like here, and then you go back wall like that, right?
Right.
Because look at how awkward it is, right? You and your team are coming both.
Yeah.
Walls, and now look at how awkward it is. Super awkward. You end up having to use a lot of boost. So next time, what I want you to think of, again, is like, okay, you guys still have somewhat possession. Your teammates in front of you guys lost possession. Now you want to go back.
Now it's time to go back. Well, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Did a good job of covering a lot of options though. That was good. A little bit too aggressive again. Same. I would say, if you do feel like you're kind of like overcommitting a lot, just minimize the distance between you and the ball before you commit to a play.
Before I decided, yeah, exactly. Stop committing so far away.
Yeah.
I've been in my head. I've been telling myself I need to stop doing that. Someone told me that a long time ago that you watch SSLs. They only play the ball if they're really close to it. You'll never see them spending very much time in the air.
Yeah. A pro I learned this from was it was Monkey Moon. So the interesting thing about Monkey Moon is like his camera settings are so close. Or they used to be. I'm not sure what they're still pretty close, I think. But back when like Monkey Moon was winning everything, I really wanted to see like how he challenged, how he positioned, like because he's known for his like game sense and everything. Um, and with close camera settings, it's really hard for you to have good awareness because you don't have as much distance on your camera, right? So, the way
We're
he
almost done
kind
with
of
this
like
coaching
played
session,
around
guys.
that
After this,
was
we'll
like
play
he
some more
really
ranked.
minimized the distance between his challenges, or minimized the distance between him and the ball on his challenges, and like overall like any time he went for the ball really.
Right.
So like what Monkey Moon would do is like instead of going for the ball like right here, right? He would go for the ball like when he got right here. Like honestly, like he would jump here and then he would go.
Right.
And he would not commit to this unless he got right here.
If you couldn't
But he
get
would keep
close enough, he
driving
wouldn't
towards it.
go. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you notice yourself committing a lot, just make sure you keep that in mind. Is like drive right in front of the ball and then commit. And then the good thing about that, by the way, is like as you keep driving, you'll realize like, okay, like this is a ball on B2, then you just keep driving through, right? You
Right.
drive through and you recover. Atomic's a really good example of this too. I've seen him do it a lot too. But yeah, like just kind of keep that in mind. We'll clean that up a lot. Nice. So like, okay, that was a really good play by the way. Good stuff. But like even on this challenge, like what Monkey Moon I saw him do was like he would drive like literally right here and then go. It was ridiculous. It's crazy. And then he would go. So nice. One turn to the left. Nice. Good rotation. It's good. Now, like this whole time, you're below 30. Don't want to go all in, right? Have to be really careful what you dive for, what you commit to. Nice. And you actually don't. And do you score here? Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah, it was close.
Okay, your teammate should have for sure scored it.
Yeah, he was too far
really
back.
This was really good though. Good stuff. Like I like how you don't fully commit. Like if you flipped into this and then like you got counterattacked, then it would have been bad. But this whole time, even if the ball goes past you, you'll instantly recover. So that was good. That was like perfect stuff. Then yeah, your teammate should have scored here, honestly. Nice, nice. I was a little bit worried that you're gonna go for like that play because it seems so awkward. Now, okay, now this whole time you should be thinking of your boost. I'm not sure if you have the same thing, but like for me, I can usually feel when I'm low boost. Like I can usually.
Yeah, I can usually tell that like I'm getting kind of low here. I just knew that I got one more tap to get past this guy because he jumped in a weird spot, so I tapped it over him, and then I think I was just kind of like there again, just kind of playing it close, and we ended up scoring there. Yeah, so.
Nice, there you go. But yeah, see, this was good, right? I like how this is good. But anytime you're low boost, you should be thinking of like, okay, like you just have to make sure you can recover afterwards, you know?
Right. I faked the flip reset. He was high, I was low. That worked perfectly.
Yeah, that was good stuff. But you still had boost left over. That's perfect. Like that's what kind of what we're aiming for. And then this shot's a little bit risky because if this guy did make a good save and he went this way, then your teammate probably would have been like a 1v1 or 1v2.
Yeah.
But it ended up working, so you end up scoring. But so the main idea is like, just be careful like committing to plays when you're low boost because there's a higher chance of you having a really slow recovery with low boost, you know?
Right.
So, but honestly, dude, I think like whatever's easy for you. I think maybe we focus on whichever one you want to focus on. Like maybe we can focus on just defense, or maybe we can focus on just making sure that you don't overcommit as much and you minimize the amount of times your teammates in 1v1s and 1v2s. It's
I think
completely up to you. But I think we
the
focus on
overcommitting thing is probably one that I need to work on the most. Because just this replay you pointed out like 5 times where I overcommit.
Yeah.
So, and I think towards the end of the game I started cooling down and I wasn't doing it as much. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and burn that into my mind of, you know, using that last flip only as a, you know, a purposeful one instead of just giving it away and then losing control of the ball with low boost. So,
yeah, dude.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll focus on that, and then yeah, dude, if you have questions or anything, you can always message me too. Like if it goes to shit and it doesn't work out, then like we can switch it up, obviously. So,
Right. Exactly. Okay.
But yeah, no, dude, we focus on that, minimize the 1v2s and 1v1s, and yeah, we can go from there. And
Cool.
then, we'll get 1700 soon.
Yeah, sounds good, man. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, dude. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Hopefully, your subathon's going good and everything.
Yeah, it's going good. It's going good, man. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Later.
See ya.
So yeah, that was my coach Scr3n-A. And I've known him for a very long time, and I've seen his posts all over Twitter, and he makes posts on Facebook, or not Facebook, on TikTok all the time. And I really wanted to, I really liked his approach to coaching, so I'm like, I'm gonna hit him up. So I bought 10 coaching sessions from him to help me with all the little things I'm having problems with. So, and he's been narrowing down on a lot of my issues. Unlike a lot of coaches I've had in the past, they'll be like, yeah, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. This is do, you know, as a Grand Chef, this is what you should. They don't like really hone in on like what you're doing wrong. They just kind of go, they just have a spiel, you know. It's almost like if you went and watched a video. That's a lot of coaches. Whereas Scr3n-A, we're spending time focusing on what my problems are. Not what, you know, you should be doing, but what you're doing wrong. Does that make sense? Which has helped me out a ton. I feel like I'm making a ton of progress with that. Learning, you know, from him what I should and shouldn't do, how to act in certain situations, how to manage my boost, you know, my positioning, stuff like that. So, a coach for Arlo is crazy. I mean, when you get high level, yeah. I recommend people usually don't get a coach until they're at least like diamond, high diamond, low champ. That's why when people are like gold or like, you know, plat and they ask me to coach them, I say, go to YouTube. Because there's nothing I can do to help you because you don't understand the fundamentals of the game yet. When you're plat, you're just banging the ball around. So when I have people that are like champ, is usually where I start focusing on, you know, coaching people once they get a little bit higher rank, and I can actually, they can understand what I'm telling them. Because plats usually don't understand what I'm trying to tell them, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gold. What can you do to help? You can go fucking hit the ball around. Like, you don't even know how to like control the ball yet. You probably don't even know how to dribble. So it's just you know, it's just a matter of making sure it works out for whoever I'm, you know, working with. They don't understand that they're bad. Exactly. I don't think you understand how bad you are at the game until you start getting champ and you see how good other people are. Because all plats pretty much look the same, you know. They all kind of ball chase, they go for aerials, they don't hit the ball, and they have zero car control. Once you get to diamond, that kind of changes a little bit. Diamonds are a little bit faster, a little bit more consistent. And that's kind of like my bottom. Like if you're not diamond, I have no interest in coaching you. Exactly. It just comes down to how much time you want to put into working on your own game. And for me, you know, I've got 12,000 hours, and I should be SSL. I should be SSL from my, you know, my fundamental understanding of the game. But obviously, there's little things that I need to work on, and that's what he's helping with. If I can finish this season in GC3 or close to it, then I'm gonna see that as a huge improvement. Which I honestly feel like I can at this point. I'm getting better at my positioning. I'm getting better at my mechanics. My aerial, I'm learning to go in the air a lot more, which has always been something I struggle with. Once I get to a higher rank, people are in the air more, and I've always been a ground player. So as a ground player, it's easy to defend. He sets up. He's like, He's like, you don't understand how easy it is to defend stuff on the ground when you have boost. He's like, as long as you have boost and you're on the ground with them, he's like, there's no reason they should get that ball past you. So once you understand that, it's like, oh, okay, well, air's where it needs to go. Because once you learn to push the ball in the air, you're forcing everybody to use up their boost, and then it makes the play 100 times harder to deal with, because now everybody's low boost trying to deal with the play. So it's a much smarter way of thinking. Would you train a Plat 3 player? It would really depend. I usually tell everybody that's like below Diamond 2, sorry, you need to go get to this rank. Once you're at this rank, like, go watch some YouTube videos and get to this rank. Once you're at this rank, then we can talk. But usually I don't train people that are much lower than that. I use directional roll, yes. I use directional when I'm on the ground and doing like these kind of aerials. I'll use because I have power slide on my my other air roll button. So when I go to the ceiling to do ceiling shots and stuff like that, I'll use my my normal air roll button, because that lets me get to the ceiling, and then I can hit my ceiling and then a power slide, and the car doesn't it doesn't like do any weird things like spin out or anything like that. Can you suggest a good low-level coach? I already have a coach. Or do you want one that coaches lower levels? Yes, so I do charge for coaching. It's $50 for an hour. If you buy more, if you buy like you want to get like 5 coaching sessions or 10 coaching sessions, I'll drop the price. But for most people, unless you're a decent level player, I can coach up to grand champs. Once people are higher than me, I usually tend to be like, what are you going to learn from me? I can usually look at stuff and pick apart a little stuff, but usually they're only doing it for the memes because they want to get yelled at. But if someone actually wants to get coached, I usually recommend someone else. I can, like I said, I can help you out if you're like Diamond the Champ 3, maybe low GC. $50, no way. Why not? You want to know how much I charge per hour when I work on people's computers or I consult for real estate? $150. So I think $50 for an hour of coaching, $50 of my time, $50 for an hour of my time is perfectly fine. And you know what? That keeps a lot of people from getting me as a coach, and that's fine. $50 for Rocket League? Yes, if you're someone who wants to improve, why not? Go call any professional. And I'm not saying I'm professional by any means. But, go call anyone who has a business and say, how much do you charge per hour? It ain't going to be 50. No, yeah, they're not going to understand it. They're children. They don't understand the value of the dollar yet. $139 per hour for doing HVAC. Exactly. Get fucked. $200 an hour for welding. How much do I pay? So when I signed up with Kinsey, I signed up for 10 coaching sessions and I paid him $200 up front. And he gave me an amazing deal. He should be charging more. And I'm probably going to send him a really big tip after we're done. But that's just me. Other people might not. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that I'm probably going to, send him a tip when we're all done with these 10 coaching sessions. I think that was the 4th coaching session we've had. So, when I was really popular on TikTok and getting, millions of views per month, I was charging $65 an hour and people were gladly paying it. It's all in what you see you're paying for. What's the value? What's the value there? Some people wanted to do it and they were just like, look, I don't want you to be my coach. I want you to just yell at me. Fucking okay, here we go. And I would just pick them apart and yell at them. And I would still help along the way. But if I can make them laugh, if they can spend an hour with me and I can fucking make them have a good laugh on their gameplay, then is that worth $50? To some people it was. What do you train if I pay $50? I'm going to look at your replay, and I'm going to pick apart exactly what you're doing wrong. So if you're a diamond, I'm probably going to tell you you're going in the air too much. Your fucking aerials suck. You're terrible at ground plays. Your boost management is abysmal, and you're overcommitting way too much. So that's just a guess. But I'm sure there'll be more to pick apart. And I'll teach you about how to rotate, where you should be rotating, how you should be rotating. You know, that's how that works. Like the coaching session you just saw with Kinsey is kind of similar to what I will do. So the basics. Yeah, a lot of people don't know the basics. You just paid a coach to tell you what you were doing wrong, though. So how can you do it for someone else? So mine's a little bit more advanced. What he's telling me is stuff that you wouldn't get from a normal coach. That's not the basics. That's high level stuff that he's teaching me, which is what I need to compete at, you know, GC2, GC3 levels. I can't tell your trick shots, your post in GC. What? I don't know what you're trying to say. No Halloween today. I didn't dress up. I'm boring. Yeah. You guys get my feet instead. That should be scary enough. What's up, Local H? How you doing, man? Where are the feet at? They're over on Twitch. I couldn't put it in the vertical because it made my computer lag for some reason. Something about that extra camera in the vertical live, it was making the stream lag really bad. So I can't put it in both. I tried it all morning to get it fixed up. I'm not gonna fuck with it anymore. So, anyways, so if you wanted a coaching session, you shoot me a DM in Discord. Once the subathon is over, I'm gonna schedule all of them. I think I have like 8 people that I'm gonna be coaching. So it might be a couple weeks. I'll try and get to them all as fast as I can, but I have a pretty good chunk of people that I'm going to be coaching after the subathon. Or just watch me play carball, exactly. Oh, just watching me play carball? Nice. That's what you should be doing. What's up, Drooler? How you doing, man? I'm only 2050 MMR. I still have a lot to learn to catch up with the knowledge. Dude, if you're 2050, you've got most of the basics figured out. Blizzard. See, my teammate's really low here. I need him to... I needed him to challenge so I could move. And he wouldn't challenge when they got the ball past him. Luckily, it was... It was a good save from him. That was good patience from me, and that was a good save from him. You know, he waited for my shot. I waited for him to challenge, and we neither did both. Neither of us did both, so that was close. I don't know why my teammate didn't go there. I'm gonna get the boost. My teammate's gonna have to go mid here. I should have went backboard. That's all right. All right, this is good. Actually, this is really good for us. Another goal. Nice. I'm 2 months in and I'm just trying to learn ball control and air roll. Pick one, get good at it, then move on to the next. Don't try and learn both at the same time. That was fucking terrible, bro. Holy shit. I should have scored that. I had such a good shot there. I'm mad that I didn't score that just now. I gotta go back because my teammate got a really bad touch here, so he's gonna get a bad 50. The ball's gonna be out towards my net. I gotta get high. Teammate's gonna cut it off. That's nice. Got that down. I don't think my teammate can get that. I'm just gonna get their back boost and rotate back mid here. And I'm dead, but that's fine. I've got their boost. So waiting here. They're passing to nobody. This is fine. I'm just going to play it back here. Teammate got a little aggressive there, but that's fine. Shit. My teammate shouldn't have banged the ball into the corner right there. Would have been fine. Well, that was my coach. He's an ex-pro. He used to play for the Pioneers. Oh my god. Okay, so right here, my teammate is fucking up really bad. No, seriously, he's just not... He's not playing the way he should be. Fuck, I didn't have my flip. I'll get his boost, though. My teammate should leave. I don't know why he's still there. Just go and let me challenge. See, now we're going to get scored on again because my teammate wouldn't leave. Oh, well, we got lucky there.
Get fucked.
I just don't have a teammate this game. I don't know what he's doing. Made it to Diamond? Congrats, dude. It's funny because since I just spent the last hour talking to a coach on what I'm doing wrong, I'm looking at my teammate like, dude, what the fuck? My god. See right here, I'm just gonna push in. I don't need to push up too hard because he's got control of the ball and the speed. I'll wait for my teammate to mess this up somehow. So he has ball there. I'm 100 boost, so that was okay for me. I probably could have played that better. I got bumped. I shouldn't have been bumped. This guy's giving me a low boost, so I'm just gonna wait and flick it. Yeah, see. Teammate should go now. All right, perfect. Now this guy is really far back with no boost. My teammates should have this a goal. Hit it where they're not. Oh my god, that was so wide. Did he hit it out of the goal? He saved my shot. That's right. He's gonna score right here.
Get fucked.
You just dropped from GC2? That's tragic, bro.
Blow it out your ass.
Local H, thanks for the $20, bro.
Here's 20 bones.
I appreciate
Better
it.
to give to you than buying sugar for the kids.
They're gonna get free sugar from everybody else. No reason to spend money on candy. Let other people spend money on the candy. Okay, now he's gonna... I played that good there. I'll go backward here. Play that around him. I'm gonna save my boost I have because I don't know if I can go for it. Teammate is so far out of the play.
Get fucked.
Oh my god. All attack, no defense. I've said this before. I shouldn't have went for that. That's right. We'll have mid boost here. This guy can't do much here. Teammate's gonna have an easy touch. He's gonna give it away. I'm gonna stay on this ball because we're low on time. I don't want to give anything free. He went for boost, so I can just easy, nice shot in the corner there. What's up, Eli? Happy Halloween. Just got into red sec. Nice.
Get fucked.
You're diamond 2 and you still can't speed flip, even when I see most diamonds being awarded. I'll show you how to do it right after this game, okay? It's really easy. Speed flipping is really easy. Like, easier than you think. Oh. Oh my god, my live was discontinued for just. I fucking hate TikTok live, bro. Holy shit. I'm sorry there's not 100 viewers in there. It's so dumb. Okay, speed flipping. All right, there's 3 things when it comes to speed flipping. You can do it 2 ways as well. A lot of people, they do this, where it's just they flip the controller up to the right, top right, and then bottom left. That's what that is. I don't like that because it's too inconsistent. It can be done, but I don't like it because I have a problem with doing it. Like, I can't be as consistent with it than if I just did the way I do it. So the way I do it is you front flip cancel. So everybody knows how to front flip. Everybody knows how to front flip cancel, right? Because if you know how to half flip, you know how to front flip cancel. So until you know how to half flip, you don't know how to speed flip. Learn how to half flip. Once you have that down, then you're going to start doing speed flip. So when you front flip cancel, you get your car to land on its wheels or on its roof. Now all you do is just add in air roll. Air roll left, air roll right. Whatever you want to do. Air roll right, air roll left. See the things coming off my car? The little trails, that means that's a speed flip. If those trails don't come off your car, you're not doing a speed flip. It's pretty simple. And that's a speed flip. So front flip cancel and then add air roll. And then you have a speed flip. I hold my joystick down until the speed flip's done, because if I don't, my car just it'll see how the nose flips up? You don't want that. If you hold if you hold your stick down, your car doesn't do that. If I let go, my nose comes up and my car lands weird. So front flip cancel and then add an air roll. So directional air roll, which one we want, left or right, doesn't matter. But you hold your stick back until your car is landed. Once your car is landed, you can let off the stick. Let off the stick and the air roll. So you hold everything. So once you cancel, you hold everything until you land. That's the easiest way to do it. At least for me. I'm sure other people have better ways of doing it, but for me, that's the easiest one. And if you say for the haters, they're gonna say that's not a speed flip because I'm using air roll. Here is the Musty speed flip kickoff. It is by Musty. You can see the author right here is Musty. Okay, that's Musty's speed flip kickoff. This is his pack right here. Hold on. When you do this pack, you have to wait. Okay, the car is centered. Now you can go. Okay. So, see how it's going. Reset it. Then you can go. If you can't hit the ball, you're not doing a speed flip. Simple as that. So, go get the Musty pack out of the workshop. Or not the workshop, the training shop. And then learn to do your speed flips. Everybody should be able to do them. I keep going to regular this training. I don't want to. Just go to regular training. Con, thanks for the follow. Also, if you go buy these Reaper wheels out of the shop, these black inverted Reaper wheels, it'll make you 15% better at aerial control. Use code BlueScreen. Why are you panicking, bro? That's crazy. You have full boost and that's a goal. That's crazy. I thought cars on wheels and everything else doesn't actually affect the gameplay. It just feels different. It's a placebo effect. Why is my teammate afraid to go for the ball, bro? Score that? Score that. Oh my god. What the fuck is happening here, dude? This guy's fucking for real right now. Holy shit. Oh, this is a goal. Yeah. Oh my god. This guy seems so lost. What is happening right here? All right, let's lock in and fucking get a goal here. Our teammate loves to attack, but he's terrible at it. That was laggy. Holy shit. So he's doing everything wrong that my coach just told me that I was doing wrong. He's gonna beat me here, so I'm just gonna go for the boost. Nice. I just gotta kind of have to leave him be to do his things. This boost should spawn. Okay, here we go. I can't go because my teammate's not back. He's got boost. I've got boost. I'm going to let him take that. He should get the boost. Nice. This guy is way out of position, but my teammate is... We should be okay here. Should be in the keyword. Oh my god. We can come back from this. I have a feeling. I need to get closer to play here.
Get fucked.
Close. I could save this. He's gonna get my boost, so I just gotta play here. I'm just gonna go take their boost and then hopefully get a free ball here. See, this is the kind of team I'd have a hard time playing with because the guy just keeps banging the ball away. Oh, that was so bad. That's all right. He would have had my block if I went for a flip reset, so. Well. I'm just going to fake this. There's probably not boost here, no. My teammate go. This is... I was really needed to catch control of the ball there. Ah, that's my bad. Hit it out too far. I gotta fix the TikTok chat. I can't see it. real quick. Should be good now. Yes. Come on. No. I have to give it a second. Did I sleep? I slept great last night, actually. I don't feel nearly as tired today. There we go. Now I got the TikTok chat. Unfortunate game. He has other viewers in different... Yeah, I have viewers on all the platforms, guys. So if you hear me talking and you're like, wait, that's not on the chat, that's why.
Lizard.
I'm good, Hussein.
Lizard.
So it's a timer for when the stream ends, and unless sometime tonight people don't donate a ton of money, we'll be ending tomorrow. We could still end tomorrow. You never know.
Lizard.
Nice. Nice try. Ah, wait, no, this still might be a goal. Nice try. Just play it back to me. That was an all-in play that my coach just told me not to do. Oh, God. All-in corner plays. Bad. What are we doing here, Sniffles? All right, I like it. He's got another touch here, probably to the wall. I shouldn't have went for that. Is this in my net? It is in my net.
Get
Yeah.
fucked.
How long on tonight? So at in about a half an hour, we're gonna take the kids trick-or-treating. Half hour, 45 minutes.
Lizard.
And then I'll probably be gone for I'm assuming 3 hours. And then after that, we'll be doing our Friday night festivities. So I want to get bumped here. That sucked. Good beat. I don't know if we're gonna be able to score from this. I'm gonna stay close just in case. Yeah. Fuck. He just scores that, huh? Oh my god. My teammate's just, he's going for too crazy of stuff. That might be a goal. It's probably not, though. Yeah. Let's hit it high, because they're both low boost right now. Teammate should score this. And we're both trash. Welcome to GC2. God, what a save, bro. There we go. Dude. The fucking god spawn, bro. That's just fucking unlucky. Yeah. Jesus. Hammered Halloween? Nice. That was just unlucky at the end there. Holy shit.
Get fucked.
I do want to give me some hammer tonight, that's for sure. Fuck. What a shot. Teammate took too long to fucking turn back in. What the hell? He's gonna be rid of that boost, so I'm gonna go get this boost. I'm gonna rotate back up. Fuck. Oh my god, these games are starting off so much cancer, bro. What was that, Henry?
Get fucked.
Alright, if we lose this game, I'm gonna go play ones for a little bit.
Lizard.
Get fucked.
Because this is a bad start. Okay. Fuck me. That's in my net again. Oh my god. That's crazy. Four goals in fucking 45 seconds. Okay. Oh my god. That's fucking brutal, dude. This is brutal. What the fuck is happening? Can you help me a little bit? Just a tiny bit. I'm at just touch the ball and don't pass it to them. That's all I'm asking. Fuck. Not that much. I just want a tiny bit of help. Of course he fucking misses the ball. They're saving that regardless, so. Is this guy, are they fucking smurfing or something? Like, I don't understand what the hell. This is insane. This is so fucking lucky. It's my teammate. It's my teammate. I can comfortably say that my teammate is to blame here. Comfortably say that it's my teammates to blame. Holy shit. The widest open net. We're down 6-0, and he fucking bangs it right into the wall. Good job. Good job. Holy shit, dude. That was wild. Their costume was GC too, but they are actually SSL. Wouldn't be surprised.
Lizard.
Oh my god, I'm lagging. Why? I have all his boosts. What's up, Tyler? I saw you earlier when we were getting coached. I was talking to Kinsey, so I wasn't talking to anybody, if that makes sense. Wow, I should have saved that. A little closer to the wall than I thought I was. Dude, can you fucking not? Okay. You hit a cycle playing with Vince? I did. I did. It was a very low one, but I did hit a psycho. Just beat the porcelain in, didn't stand a chance. That's awesome. Wow. All right. Cool. You seen Arsenal react to it? Really? I saw Alpha Cap reacted to it. And he goes, "That's blue screen?" He goes, "Blue screen's hitting those?" Like, yeah, thanks. Appreciate the confidence. Randy Orton or Triple H? I shouldn't have taken the ball there. That's right, this two guy's still really low. Okay, buddy. We got one of these players.
Get fucked.
I have to go for the ball and I have to bang it no matter what I get. What happens? Yeah. Do the new streaming trend. What's that? Any plans when I take a week off from streaming? I have a lot to do around the house. A lot to do around the house. And I gotta work on my cars, and my wife's car is fucking falling apart. It's fucking got a coolant leak and an oil leak and all kinds of dumb shit going on with it. You acting like you sleeping and the stream is on to be famous. No. I just play the fucking VOD for people who weren't here during the stream. Had nothing to do with me being famous. I appreciate you thinking that though. This guy kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Okay. Sorry, buddy. I'm trying to get out of this rank. What's Alva's react to it? Someone posted in the chat the other day. He just kind of went, blue screen's hitting those? Like, mad shade. Not alright or something like that. Just fucking... Tyler, thanks for the boxing gloves, dude. I appreciate all the gifts you sent me. Oh, he reacted with his wife. No shit, huh? That's crazy.
Get
Close. That's fine. I got the play out of here. What's up, Reagan? How you, man? Reagan.
Get fucked.
This might be a goal. Yeah. You can get back to it. I'm doing good, dude. Just taking a break from twos. I lost 3 in a row, so I went to go play some ones.
Love the stream, Big Dog, and the Psycho go hard.
I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate the super chat. What time we trick-or-treating? Are you home yet? You're home? Okay. Oh, I'm fucking up so bad. Oh, that's bad. That's fine. He wasn't close enough, thankfully. That's high. Fuck, I meant to flick and I didn't do it fast enough. Wow, okay. I read YouTube chat. Yeah, 4 o'clock's fine. That's fine. Just once you get through, I'll put the bot on. Damn. This dude's good at once.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
I should be backboard there. That's a bot? No, it's not. You think it is? It's not twitchy. It's not twitchy like a bot. Watch when it's dribbling. Yeah, that's not a bot. That's an easy fucking shot. I don't know why he didn't close that up. He keeps faking me on his freaking kickoffs, which is annoying. I need to see that. Yeah, I wouldn't have dropped the ball on the dribble if it was a bot. All right, that'll teach him to fake me on kickoffs. He won't do it again. Hi.
Get fucked.
Dude, it's the only thing he does. It's so boring. They have bots? Oh, absolutely. Somebody find me the Arsenal clip of him reacting to my psycho. I want to see it. Lucky fucker. Alright, this guy has to be smurfing. I'm 41, Tone. You're 39 still playing the game? That's awesome, dude. I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of hate for how old I am playing this game. It's fine. I think it's fine. It's not fine. Dude, he still fucking does the fake kickoff. Every freaking kickoff. Who does that? I'm just got the ball chase if I'm going to try and win this. I don't have enough time to win, but I still want to get a couple goals on this guy.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
Got myself a little time there. Close the distance here. Kind of learning his playstyle. Age why I follow you and watch you. I'm 32. That's awesome, dude. Killing too much time here, though. That was a bad challenge. I needed that to turn into a goal. You can't do anything here. I have played Arc Raiders. It's awesome. I'll play some tomorrow. He's got this save. Yeah. That's crazy he went for that. I mean, he's up by 2. He can go for whatever the fuck he wants. Oh, well. Alright, had enough of ones. That guy wasn't smurfing. He was just... I just wasn't used to that playstyle. I don't play ones, so I have a hard time with the way people play ones. I need to play it more, because it's going to teach me to play better as a first man. You know? Because if I better at ones, it's going to make you better at being first man in twos, as in, I'm not going to challenge when I don't need to. If that makes sense. Y'all know how I fix your game freezing all the time? This is new season. What do you mean freezing? Like micro stutters, or it's actually freezing? Oh no. It's alright, it worked. What's up, Blue Dodge? Fuck. Fuck, that was such a good play. Nice. Oh, teammate got the boost there. That's huge. Fuck. All right, we're cooking. 6.1 million on the line for that tourney. What's tourney? I'm gonna go mid here, and I'm gonna rotate in behind my teammate.
Get fucked.
Damn, bro. Let this guy fucking do everything. Oh, the Rocket League tournament. Gotcha. So, Arsenal. Nobody's got that clip from Arsenal of him reacting to my psycho, apparently, from the Rocket, whatever. The weekly Rocket League clips. All right, guys, I'll probably play one more game, and then I got to get ready to go out for the trick-or-treating with the family, so... And then dinner. Hopefully we get another dub. Did he get the boost? Holy shit.
fuck.
Shot. Nice shot. Anthony, I've been streaming since 2020, 2019, somewhere around there. Oh, that's a bold dive. Fuck. Holy shit, he saved it.
Get fucked.
Lizard.
Get fucked.
Couldn't get in the air fast enough. I don't know if I can get there in time. Fuck. Should be more patient. Teammate should have waited for that touch. It's okay though. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are we doing here?
Get fucked.
Nice. Love it. I don't know what my teammate's doing. It's not working out really well. And he's throwing out the forfeit. When he's the one fucking up. Holy shit. I am... Oh, it's alright. They're fucking up. That's crazy. Why even leave? It's not your teammates. Yeah, we're down by 1. It's my teammates. All right, guys. I'm gonna hop off for a bit and I'm gonna go trick-or-treating with the family. All that fun stuff. So I will see you when I get back. I'm gonna end all the other streams, the TikTok, the YouTube, the Facebook. And we'll be back for more Carball when I get back, okay?